Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. We're going to get started here in about 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. So as you prepare, make sure you have your pen, notebook, paper, everything that it is that you need, because you are not going to miss what is happening tonight. We're going to be giving you strategies. We're going to be showing you how to get access to these strategies. We're going to be showing you a strategy that works on all Forex pairs, all crypto pairs, all binary pairs, everything. So make sure you have your notes and everything ready. Good start here in a few minutes. Start less than a minute. Go ahead and prepare yourself up and Thirty more seconds, 30 more seconds. So you still got 10 more seconds, 10 more seconds to get everything together that you need. And we're going to get started here. All right, welcome everyone to this call. And make sure you can see my lovely face, because I don't want you to miss out on anything tonight. There we go, boom. So welcome everyone to this call. It is me, Makisha here. The call you're going to be going on this evening is a strategy call, right? A strategy. And I know a lot of you have been looking forward to this. There's actually a lot of people on the line tonight. So I just want to say thank you for being here this evening, because you can be anywhere else in the world, right? But where are you at? Right here with us, learning this very special trading. So, but for those you don't know me, my name is Makisha. I've been trading now for almost 4 years, right? And it's been some ups, been some downs, right? But what I noticed is that as long as I had like structured training, as long as I had certain mentors, then that was how I was able to actually learn and succeed in Forex. I know a lot of people on the line right now, when you're trading Forex, you're like, man, I don't know. I've been struggling all these years. I'm taking a lot of L's, losses or whatever, but we like to call them lessons learned, right? And now you're tired of that. So what I want to tell you tonight is to pay close attention, because the guest speaker I'm going to bring on, she's the one that can explain this strategy to a T. When I say she's the best at this, they call her the GOAT at this, because she is amazing. Like once we learned this strategy, it's something that we teach to all of our teams. You know why? Because it's so simple. A lot of people on the line tonight might think that learning to trade Forex is difficult. It's not. It's not. You just have to have the right team, the right community, the right mentorship, and the right strategy that works for you. So this is going to be a phenomenal training. So before I bring her to the line, I want to let you know a little bit about her, right? She's, it's like I can't even put it into words. She's such a phenomenal person, right? She's a single mom. She has two beautiful children. She's like a super mom. I don't know if you know those type of people. She's like a super mom. Like she's doing like 1,000 things and still able to put a handle on Forex. That's why I respect her so much. I met her in person. I think it was last month at a boot camp that we were having, and her energy. Not only does it flow through the screen, right? It flows in person. That's why I chose her to be able to give this training, because she is so phenomenal. She is a brilliant person, and I just love her to death. We became like sisters. Yeah, she's like my sister from another mother and from another father, right? But I love her to death. She's such a phenomenal woman. And I want to see Tracy. Are you on the line?
Yes, I am. Hello, hello. Keisha, thank you for such a warm welcome. Let me just throw it back to you, you guys. If you don't have the pleasure of knowing Keisha, she is a phenomenal being. I mean, where there is the definition of overcoming, of perseverance in the Webster's dictionary, there literally should be a picture of her face. And so thank you so much, sis. I definitely love and respect you dearly. Thank you so much for that warm welcome. I definitely want to say thank you for joining us today. I'm elated to be here, to be the person that gets to kind of share a little bit of my learning and teaching with you. And just a little bit about me for those of you who don't know me. Like she mentioned, my name is Tracy Dat, and I am based in Southern California. I am a mother of two. I work in corporate America. I also am an investor in the Forex market. I also have two small businesses on the side. And so I wear a lot of different hats. But I will tell you just a little bit about me. I really thought I had figured it out. I did what everybody said to do, which was get a good education, get a good job, AKA career. I make a good amount of money. A lot of people may consider what I make maybe two people's salary, right? And so I make a good amount of money, but I'll tell you what I didn't have. I didn't have time. And I feel like in the blink of an eye, my son, who's now 10, had turned 5. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm missing a lot of time with him, you know? And I'm a woman who likes to live through my values. Morals and values are super important to me. And so when I thought about my values and I say, okay, there's my relationship with God and then there's my children. Well, my time and the way that it was being spent, guys, it wasn't being spent living through my values, right? Because was I making as much time for my spiritual life? Was I having that much time with my children? And the answer is no. I was working 40 to 50 hours a week. And like I said, it wasn't worth it to me. No monetary amount is worth missing that time with my children, right? So that is actually what got me into doing Forex, because I can do this straight from my cell phone. I can do it at the park with my kids, feeding the ducks with my kids, traveling around the world. Just in the last couple of months, I've literally been in the last month, I've been in 3 different time zones. No joke. Still making money from my cell phone. So that's just a little bit about me. But like I said, I'm elated to show you guys this. And so I'm going to go ahead and begin to share my screen so that I can show you guys what it is that Keisha was referring to. So, a lot of people get really intimidated when it comes to trading, and it really doesn't have to be intimidating. What I've been able to do is study and learn, because as with anything, right, education is key. Education is key. I'm not down talking education. And so what I did is I studied a few of the millionaires that we thankfully have access to and the different strategies that they use to train, right? And I basically took a little bit from here and I took a little bit from here and I took a little bit from here and I made my own strategy. And before I went live with it, I tested it out for a couple of weeks and checked my wins and losses. And it was producing, guys. I was just like, I was playing with it in a demo account and I was like, oh my God, I'm going live with this. I'm doing this. And, look, past profits don't equal future results, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I started off, I put $150 in an account, and in 8 days, it was $1,500 based off of this strategy. So I just want to keep it 100 with you guys. The results are amazing. So I just want to give you a little bit of the sauce today, right? So this is a chart. And basically what this means is we're looking at 2 different currency pairs, right? Trading Forex, for those who don't know, super simple. If you go out of the country, the other country has a different currency. For example, I just went to Mexico. I took my US dollars, traded it in for the pesos, right? I got 22 pesos per dollar. Bada bing, bada boom. You did foreign currency exchange. It's done. So here, this chart is comparing the Great British Pound to the New Zealand dollar. I've pulled this up for the purposes of this training. And then each candle is formed on a 15-minute chart. For the purposes of this training, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up to the hour, right? I'm going to pull it up to the hour. Very simply, so simply put, I grab a horizontal line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that horizontal line on the most upper part that I can see in this chart. So if you look with me here, I'm circling it on this chart. This, out of this whole view, all these candles that are in my view right now, the highest point it reached was right there. So I'm going to put a line there. I'm going to go get another horizontal line, and I'm going to drop it at the lowest point that I'm able to see in this here chart, right? The lowest point that I see is going to be right there. So I drop a line there. I'm going to go get this little beautiful tool here that I love and use every day. And I'm going to help me create lines. What it basically did, guys, is, I don't know if any of you know or don't know, the way that we are able to trade is we want to create zones. And what we're looking for in these zones, we are looking for the candles to either break above and go into a different zone or break below and go into a different zone, right? So we've marked up on our hour chart. I'm going to take it down to the 15 real quick. I'm sorry, not 15 seconds, totally wrong. 15 minutes. I'm going to take it down to the 15. What this indicates, so there's a few different things we have going on. We have zone to zone. So if you think of everything as a ceiling and a floor, a ceiling and a floor, and a ceiling and a floor. If you think about the fact that right now, if I get up and I jump, I am not gonna bust through this floor, right? Same way with the ceiling. If I get up and jump, no matter how much my head hits that ceiling, it's not going to break through. In the same way, these candles sometimes do the same thing. So what we're waiting for is for that candle to either break through the ceiling or break through the floor. When it does, it indicates a buy or a sell. How does it do that? Because when the market's going up, you buy. And when the market's going down, you sell, right? So we have what is called like zone to zone trading. So if you take a look here, let me move this toolbar out the way for you. So if you take a look here, here was a clear indication. This candle, if you could see me right here, broke through the ceiling. Look it tried, bumped its head. No matter how much it jumped, bumped its head. Boom, this one finally busted through the ceiling. You go in for a buy, you caught this whole buy right here. This is money, people. This is money. Another thing that I've done is I've also added indicators. Indicators, in addition to looking at the zone to zone ceiling method, these indicators that I've put, basically, every time the candles are red, the overall trend is a sell. Every time the candles are green, the overall trend is a buy. So what does that mean? That means that gives me extra confirmation. Extra confirmation. So let's look here. Here, let's say, for example, I'm waiting for it to come and bust down through here, bust down through this floor. Well, it busted down through this floor and it's red. It's double confirmation that I'm good for the sell, right? Not only that, then we have extra confirmation. So I like to think of this as kind of like a 4 checkpoint situation, right? We have A, did it break through the floor? And it did. B, is it a red candle indicating that my overall trend is a sell? Because the trend is your friend, guys. If you trade against the trend, it's very risky. And I like to trade with the trend, okay? Other people might say otherwise, but again, I'm here to give you my sauce. And my sauce is the trend is your friend, trade with the trend. The other thing we're looking at here is the RSI. The RSI will also indicate, and the way we have this set up, and again, we can maybe later share numbers with you. However, the way that we have it set up here is that if it breaks below this purple shadow, it's also a sell. The way we have it set up here is if these are strong reds, see how these are strong reds and then these are light reds? The strong reds also indicate a sell. So I have Did it break through the floor? Yes. Is it an overall sell because it's a red candle? Yes. Did it go below my purple shadow? Yes. Checkpoint 3. And is it a strong red candle down here? And it's yes. So we have our 4 checkpoints to say, hey, this is a good opportunity. Jump in for the sell. So again, it's just basic zone to zone trading. And I know that a lot of people do zone to zone trading. A lot of people do this. However, they don't have these confirmations, guys. This is the sauce. The sauce is to take the concepts that a lot of different people use and combine them and put them together. And I like to call it goat curry. Shout out to my people. But that is what I call it. And yeah, I just definitely wanted to show how I do that. Makisha, did you have any feedback or did you have anything else you wanted me to show?
Yeah, I just wanted to verify because I know we got a lot of new people on the line. So
Okay.
might be the place too. A lot of people on the line that are actually new, right? So we're going to show you as well how do we learn this. But just to just reiterate on what you said. So you're telling me 4 confirmations. Y'all pay attention. 4 confirmations. She has her fib lines, right? She got an MA, she has the RSI and the MACD. Just 4 confirmations. And why do we say that confirmations or, you know, that just sweet spot? It's because the more confirmations you have, the more you know that this is a better chance of you actually profiting in this trade, right? Absolutely. So don't get confused. For my new people, don't get confused when I talk about the lingo when she says different things like just resistance, support. Don't get confused. It's okay. Just focus on what she's saying. Because I'm going to give you, this here is so simple. She explained it in, what was it, Trace, like 3-4 minutes?
Right? I was thinking, I don't want to go too fast. And that's why, honestly, Makisha, I didn't want to use support and resistance. I called it the ceiling and the floor because to me, when that was taught to me through our educational platform, I was like, oh, this makes sense. Make it make sense. Because sometimes you hear these terms, you know, and you want it to be relatable. So when it was explained to me like that, like, hey, you want the candle to bust down through the floor. And no matter how much you jump on that floor, it's not going to break. To me, that equals consolidation, right? It's just jumping, but it didn't make a move. So I tried to keep it as basic as possible. But yeah, certainly. And I know in the chat that somebody said I did go a little bit fast. So I will just break it down once again. The Fibonacci is what creates the zone to zone trading. That is where you make these lines to make it and wait patiently. Don't force the trade. Wait patiently for your opportunity. Opportunity begins when your candle breaks through the roof or breaks through the floor. That is when you start your confirmation. Confirmation 1, did it break through the ceiling or the floor? Confirmation 2, is the overall trend backing what you're about to do? What does that mean? If it broke through the roof, is the overall trend a buy? If it broke through the floor, is your overall trend a sell, right? Confirmation number 3, are your purple lines on the RSI, are the purple lines following the flow that you're doing? For example, if you're going for a sell, did it go below this purple shaded area? If you're going for a buy, did it go above? Here's a buy. Here's a buy. Here's a sell. Here's a sell. Did it go below for a sell? Did it go above for a buy? In the same way, down here with our MACD, the additional and last confirmation, these greens that indicate buy, are they a solid green? Not a little light, oh, I'm not sure what I'm doing with your money type of green. No. A solid green like this one here. And if it's a sell, is it a solid red like this one here? Or is it just a lightweight red where you're not sure? Because again, guys, the concept is to get your money to work for you, but you're telling it what to do. You're telling it, hey, go do this for me. So you got to be sure. And these are the confirmations of you making sure, did you set up Did you set yourself up for success? Did you tell your money what to do accurately, so to speak?
Yes, that's
I will
perfect.
not, I have people asking about the numbers, Maikisha. I will not be sharing my numbers on this call. I know that this is not an inner circle meeting. And so my sauce is open to the inner circle only. So I don't know how you want to go about doing that.
Okay, yeah, because I know right now people are like, hey, what's the field numbers? Hey, what's the RSI numbers? Hey, how you got your MACD set up? Those are excellent questions, very excellent questions. But you'll get the information to that once you get access to because we do have an inner circle training, so you will get access to that. Just focus on what you have right now because this strategy works. Let me ask you this, Tracy. Does this work on all Forex pairs?
It sure does. It
You
sure does. I use it for indices. I use it for the stocks and gold and Bitcoin. I use it for all Forex pairs across the board. It sure does.
Perfect. And one more thing, I've been testing it out. You know, it also works, my binary lovers, you know, it works on binary as well. People don't know it
Yes.
works on there as well because with learning Forex, oh, it's not complex at all. This is very, once I show you the actual academy and the actual educators that you're going to be learning from, it's not complex at all. So this right here is more of just focusing on just what the strategy is. Because right now, she just showed you how to create your own money. Exactly. Works on binary. I see you, TJ. But she showed you a strategy. So right now, what she showed you is how you can go out there and grow your own money, right? But I know for a fact that I got people on the line who's like, is there something a little easier? We do have something a little easier. Even though I don't know how to get no easier than this, but we do have something a little easier. Tracy, you have anything you wanted to share before I switch over?
No, that'll do it. That'll do it. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you so much. So what I'm going to do now is show you how to even get more simpler. Because the whole point of this training is for Forex to be broken down simple for you. That's me. I'm very simplistic type person. So I got on a collar shirt just for y'all for today. I'm only in a t-shirt and some yoga pants. That's about it. I like stuff simple. So what I'm going to do is share my screen. And Tracy, let me know when everyone can see my screen for me, please.
Yes, ma'am. We're good.
Perfect, perfect. So move this out the way so I can see. Move all these beautiful faces out the way that I can see on my end. There we go. All right, so make the screen a little bigger for you all. And if you need to turn your phone sideways, so some people doing it from your cell phone, you're like, it might look a little small, just turn your phone the long way. Was that horizontal? Turn it horizontal and you'll see everything a lot more clear. So this right here is the Academy. The Academy is where myself, Tracy, a couple other of our community members on the line learned how to trade. Now I've been trading now for almost 4 years, but my first 2.5 years sucked. I was blowing accounts left and right, because I was trying to learn from YouTube. YouTube is a great source, it is, but then you don't know, I appreciate that, Chris, but then you don't know exactly who to follow. You don't have a foundation, right? Think of this right here as your foundation. When she was talking about ceiling, floors, and I'm saying support, resistance, like RSI, all that type of great stuff, all that stuff was learned right back here in this academy. So this is step one, right? Because we kind of fast forward and gave you a strategy. Like people don't do that. We gave you our secret sauce right there, and that's just one of them, right? So we're going to move on now to how we get to that point. So the first step is we came back here, we learned from this academy. All right, so when you look at this academy here, it's very simple. I told them I'm a very simple person. What I want you to pay attention to is over here, the academies. So I'm gonna click on academies. Let me log back in. It might take a minute, but when it's come up, it's gonna look just how we just saw it. And I'm gonna actually show you the different academies that we have. So right here, the very first thing I told you I love simplicity. So the very first thing it has is resources, which gives you your handbooks, gives you everything that you need to be prosperous on your Forex journey. Next, we have a whole academy for Forex in different languages. So if your native tongue is in English, maybe it's Spanish, maybe it's Portuguese, maybe it's German, whatever it is, we have over 100 different languages back here. So also as well as we have binary. So for those who love to trade binary, like I do, we have a whole binary academy, as well as those who strictly like that cryptocurrency. We got you too. This academy here is your one-stop shop for everything, right? And it's gonna make it so simple. So what I want to show you tonight is just a Forex part, because a lot of people on the line trade Forex. So I want you to see this here. Now, what you see here is the academy. This is the Forex Academy. And the very first thing on here is a handbook, because you got to know what you're doing, right? So it walks you through everything. So you're not confused when you come back here, because for one, you have the community, you have Tracy, you have myself, you have a person who invites you to this call, you have all of our help here. But what I want you to show you here is this first video. Remember I told you, I tried to learn from YouTube. YouTube didn't work out for me. It didn't. Because I did not have a credible source. This here is your credible source. I'm not going to play it. I just want you to see something. I want to let you know that these aren't, you don't see any YouTube handles, nothing like that. These are actual videos that were made for this academy. So we put a lot of work into this academy. This is $1 billion school that you're going to get access to at the end of this call, right? So pay close attention. And what I want you to not focus on either, some people say that I don't have time to do this. This whole academy for you to learn the foundation, because we just taught you a simple trading strategy. So the foundation of that takes you 3 hours. 3 hours. And I know for a fact, a lot of people spend time watching TV, time scrolling Facebook. That's how you probably got a hold of this trainer, right? Or scrolling, whatever it is, right? But this right here will make you money. We cannot guarantee incomes, of course, but this right here will make you money. It will. Just got to pay attention. And it only takes 3 hours to go through this, which is, to me, just mind-blowing, right? So step one was you went into the academy, you found the academy, you went through, you was like, hey, I'm high speed, I'm proud military, so I might use a lot of military terms. So, hey, I'm high speed, I'm loving what I'm doing, this is great, but now I want to really dive deep and really learn it. That's when then you're going to go to step two. Step two is the live educators, because you're not learning directly from myself, you're not learning directly from Tracy, even though we're awesome, right? But you also want to learn from people from all around the world, people that's been doing it more than 4 years, people that's been doing it more than a year, people that's been doing it for 6 years and more and making some serious money in it, right? So back here, like I said, we have all kinds of different languages. Boom, you got English, you got, it goes down. You got so many different languages. What I want you to pay attention to, this right here is your YouTube on steroids, right? It's your YouTube just jacked up, because this right here, we don't get paid from watching YouTube, but this right here will pay you. Just look at these views. This first one here is Kimberly Torres. She has over 71,000 views. That means today alone. That means that she has made over 71,000 people some money today, which is amazing, which is so amazing. And then what I want you to pay attention to is the different backgrounds. And this is not all the educators, so don't get it twisted. These are not all the educators. We have over 180 different educators. So if you don't like this person, you might not like Kim, you might not like Manny, right? Which I don't know why, they're awesome. But if you don't like them, you still got over 178 different ones to choose from. So that's what I love about this. So the very first thing, simple, pick a channel. Just like when you go to your TV guide or you press the menu channel Netflix, you pick a channel. So you have, of course, your Forex, you have your binary, your cryptocurrency, and coming soon, e-commerce. E-commerce, all my drop shipping lovers, all of that can be found right here in this academy. So we're going to click on, oh, before I click on that, I want to show you as well. Say, for instance, you was like, man, I'm totally confused. I don't know where to start. Look at this here. Are you a new member? Click here. So things is broken down so simple. The CEO broke this down so simple for us, where you're going to succeed as long as you're putting in the work. Then we're going to go over strategies, because we even got more strategies. That's why I said if you need it more simple, we got even more simple for you. So what I want to show you briefly, all right, is the Forex Academy. So once it come up, it's going to look like this whole TV guide thing, because you're like, man, how do I know what to do? This right here, we call this go live. And these are your live sessions at all times of the day. Because remember, the Forex market, for those you don't know, the Forex market is open 24/7 if you're trading cryptocurrency, versus the stock market, which is only open when? From 9 to 5. So you got a limit on your money. But when you're trading Forex here, you are limitless with your income. You can get off work at 5 p.m., whatever time zone you're in, and you're still able to trade in the Forex market. That's why it's so lovely, right? So that's why you have educators around the clock. So I'm going to click on my favorite. See, it's different times. My favorite, of course, I'm a little biased here, is Manny. So I'm going to click on Manny. I love the way he speaks. I love the way he breaks things down. He reminds me of Tracy. So I love the way that he teaches. So say, for instance, this was a live session right here. Say, for instance, it was live. It'd be live here, and you had a question. All you would do is type in your question. I have a question, or whatever it is, right? And what's going to happen is right there live on the session, Manny would answer your question. And what you're doing is learning live with them. Click on the replay from today. So this right here, I'm gonna have to fast forward a little bit. It's a live session. Some have music beforehand, some have mindset development beforehand, but then you're literally trading side by side. That's like being in school with the professor, and the professor is giving you everything. He's like, hey, Makisha, do this, do this, do this. And you can literally hear them from their phone. You hear the, I don't know, everyone know about the MetaTrader 4, but you can hear their phone making that, when it makes the sound when you open a trade, you hear it on their end as well. So they're taking the trades with you. That's how you know that you have a more higher chance to make more profit. Because the whole thing with this school, we teach you how to minimize your risk. That's something I wasn't taught from YouTube, but teach you how to minimize your risk. So say for instance, you're finished going through to go live, right? That's step 2. Step 3, because I'm gonna make it so simple for you, right? Step 3 is now what you're gonna do is just copy. Now I have this very special skill set. Very special. I've had it all my life. Like, don't even tell anybody, but I had this very special skill set. Well, I can copy. I can mimic anything. I can copy anything, and I'm a beast at it, right? So when I first started this academy, I really needed something. I really didn't understand the strategies yet, but I needed something where I could just come in and make my money now, right? No income claims. But I wanted to come in and make money now, and that's what this is. You'll also get access to this market scanner. It's an AI system that's over 87% accurate. What that means is, without you even knowing how to trade, you can come in here and still profit. Matter of fact, when you come into our academy, our whole goal is to get you your first profit within your first 72 hours. So I don't know where they're doing it at, but we're doing it right here because we have so many tools. Now, for those who don't know anything about Forex, don't even worry about this here. Just push it over out the way. What I want you to focus on is this AI system, because what it's going to do is scan all the Forex pairs in the market. Just all the Forex pairs in the market, right? And it's going to tell you the best ones to take. So if you don't even know how to trade, you didn't understand the strategy that Tracy was talking about, right? You was like, man, but I know you know how to copy. Just drop a 111 if you know how to copy. If you're watching this on Facebook Live and you're watching the replay, drop a 777 if you understand how to copy, right? Because everybody can't do it. It's a certain skill. Like I said, I mastered that skill. But as long as you can read, because I know you can because you're on Zoom, as long as you can copy these numbers. So pay attention, right? Because in case you can't see this, don't worry, because remember, you get a free consultation call. So the person that got you on this call, they're going to get back on the line. They'll be able to show you as well. So right here, it says entry. This is literally what you're doing where you don't have to sit in front of your screen. Because a lot of people think that when you're trading, you got to stay in front of your screen. You don't. You can just plug in these numbers where it says entry, plug it in where it says stop, right? And stop simply means, I remember I told you you're going to practice risk management. Stop is saying if you put $5 in a trade, and he's like, hey, you know, that was my last 5. And you're like, I don't want to lose more than $1 of it. That stop loss keeps you from blowing your account, right? And it's already calculated for you. Then as well, we have these different take profits. This is just copying. Like I said, this is just straight copying to your phone. So take profit 1, which means, hey, it's time for you to get your money, Keisha. And then take profit 2. It's like, oh, you want some more money? Boom, come on in for take profit 3. I mean, take profit 2. Then it's like, oh, you want even more? You feeling real good today. You even got take profit 3. So 3 different ways to get your money. And this is just with trading Forex. That hasn't even included the crypto. That hasn't even included the binary. This is just with Forex alone. So even if that's too difficult, it's like, hey, Keisha, I don't know if I can copy and paste. No worries, because you know what? We got even more. Because we got a ton of strategies. So don't limit yourself, because just because you don't understand one, it's so many different others that you can catch. So for my busy people, right? Because a lot of us still work jobs, right? But what we have are certain apps. So imagine when you get a text message to this phone, imagine it's not a text. Imagine this, actually one just came on. Let me see if I can show y'all. One actually just came through. So if I could show you, but it comes up. I don't know if you better see that, but it's like a copy and paste. I'll show it on the other phone too. But it's like copy and paste, but it's an app. So the app sends a signal ideal straight to your phone. So instead of you getting a text message and not making any money, this app is going to make you money. So it doesn't matter if you're super busy. Even Superwoman Tracy, with a lot of different hats to wear, she even is able to just pick up the phone, copy a trade in case she's busy in the middle of a meeting or anything like that, and still be able to make her money. There's so many different ways to make money. Well, I'm telling you, you will succeed at this. All right. So these here are all the different strategies, right? And then if you click over here to binary, different strategies. So for my binary, look, I know I got some people from Ghana and South Africa like the binary. So this right here, I'm gonna show you how simple it is. Imagine if you said something came up and it was like, hey, you got a blue arrow, red arrow, telling you, hey, click that call button or click that put button. Same thing right over here. I don't know if y'all can see this for my binary lovers here, but same thing, this is copy. You come over here, you see the green arrow, you see the other confirmations, boom, you get in, you either put in your call or you put in your put. And then you look over here to the right and it tells you when the last time that this was called out, 5 minutes ago. Because you know, with binary, we trading quick, right? So even if back here for my Forex lovers, like I said, we got harmonic scanner, you got, actually let me click on one of them here. Because anybody can understand a blue arrow and red arrow, right? It's red obviously would mean sell, blue would mean buy. So the same thing here for my Forex lovers now. So when you come over here, and all I'm doing is clicking a button. Like it's so many ways to get to the money that it's just, it's ridiculous. So over here, when I pull this up here, right? Because this is what's going to get you to that elite status, that top 1% of the world is knowing how to understand these arrows. You just arrow, red arrow, get in, put in the sell. That's simple. You look over here, it tells you the different trades and it updates every so often, it updates. But the scanner's updating every 15 minutes, you're getting a new trade idea. So there's so many ways, whether you're busy, you're like, hey, I can't take the trades, just copy them. Whether you have plenty of time, you're like, hey, I can sit down and learn a strategy. Either way, you have two ways. And we're teaching you how to trade, not just copy and pasting for the rest of your life, but we actually teach you how to trade as well. That's why I love this so much. But then again, you're like, hey, I don't know if I can memorize all this different stuff to click on. We actually have our own site, our own team site, because you're not in this alone. As you see, me and Tracy teamed up and did this tonight, right? And we have our own site. So when you go on it, right, it breaks down everything as well. So I might not be able to pull up from this laptop. Oh, there it is. But we have our own team website, Generation 12, right? That's our lovely website. So once I log in, this was created because our whole goal is to make the whole team win. We don't want just me winning, just Tracy winning, just whoever invites you to call to win. We want everyone to win. So we make it simpler and more simpler for you all. So you're able to go through and see this different steps. So I want you to know that it's not just you going through the academy. It's not just you listening to us do different things. We're actually helping you. It's a whole community. Because when you win, we all win. Because I teach my nephew this. I'm teaching my nieces this. I teach the youth this. And it's just a whole different thing where you have a community to trade together. So that's why I simply just really love this. So I know a lot of people right now wondering, okay, I got a strategy. I got the academy. That's great. I know the harmonic scanner. I know the go live where I can learn live from the educators. And I know I have a whole community behind me. Exactly how much of an investment would it cost for me to get started doing this? Which is a very good question. So what I want to do is bring back on my lovely co-host, Tracy. Are you still there?
I am.
Perfect. Can you go over the extra sauce that I know that they've been waiting for? Because they're waiting because these people that's on the line, because we only invited the elite, the best of the best on the line. And now they want to know exactly how can they get involved in this lovely community.
Let's do it. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, like with anything else in life, guys, this is an investment. I just want to say, you were used to paying for school anyways. Many of us paid $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for school and essentially don't have enough money to pay that back anyways, right? This is an investment of, well, actually, let me start here. There's two different options. One is just the Forex option, right? This gives you the Forex Academy. So everything that Maikisha showed you, the videos, the harmonic scanner, which was the one where she showed you that gave you the take profit 1, the take profit 2. It gives you basically that scanner that's like an artificial intelligence system that is going to call out trade ideas that is 87% accurate. And then the academy, which gives you the 2 to 6 minute videos, which explains basically everything that you need to know, the vocabulary. It also gives you the go live aspect where you get to watch those millionaires not only teach you, but call out trade ideas that you can also just copy and paste, right? So this is a one-time enrollment fee of $234.95 US. And then thereafter, there is a monthly tuition that starts 28 days later, and it's $174.95. I will tell you this. This is a great package. It really is. But I want to show you what I use, because there is a package called Elite. And to me, this is the one. This gives you the Forex Academy that you were already going to pay $234 for, right? It also gives you the binary options, the high frequency Forex Academy. It also gives you the digital currency academy. So 3 different academies. And then every single add-on, every single thing she was talking about, the stuff that just goes straight to your cell phone and you copy and paste it when you're out and about doing your thing, when you're traveling the world. All of these tools, guys, would be worth $984.30. But for us, it is only $324. So for me, it was a no-brainer to choose this one because I want all the strategies. I want to learn Forex, and I want to learn binary, and I want to learn crypto, because we know how the world is going. It's going in the direction of crypto. Pretty soon there won't be paper money, right? So this one is $324.94, and then the monthly tuition is $274.95. Now, what I will say to you is, I know usually there are 3 types of people on this call. Typically, type A is like, yes, from the minute we start talking about getting money and traveling the world and doing, basically making money from your cell phone by pressing a button where you're being told what button to press, it's a no-brainer. You're like, yes, let's do this. I'm tired of working my job. I wasn't born to be mediocre. I'm tired of giving my life away to the man. Yes. So awesome. For type A people, get back to the person who invited you to this call, and we will see you in the community. And in the community, I'll give you the real numbers for my sauce, right? Inner circle stuff. Then you could be type B. And type B is like your skeptical person. You just don't know, and you have questions, or you've seen something like this before. And I'm going to tell you, it's good to have questions, because that means at least you paid attention. And I'm glad you paid attention. But really, what is there to know? Because the questions that you're going to want to know is going to be answered in the academy. What you didn't understand is because you don't have the education that Keisha and I invested in. That is why we have the education to even be able to talk about those things, right? And so I want to say, if you have questions, you can feel free again to get back to the person who invited you to this call. And we would love to answer your questions. Either they or they will get on the line with their mentor, who very easily could be myself or Keisha, and we'll get on the phone and definitely answer those questions for you. And then there's my favorite, the part C people, the type C people who are like, I knew they were going to want money at the end of the call. And listen, here's what I'll tell you. This is an investment. Hopefully you guys know the difference between spending and investing. And to be honest, to pay $300 for the education that's going to pay you back thousands, hundreds of thousands, is not a big ask. And it's not like the money goes to us, it's to the school. You were used to paying for education anyways. And if you be honest with yourself, when was the last time you spent $300? Some of us easily spend that on Jordans, on purses, on dinners, on trips. So those things didn't pay you back. This is going to pay you back tenfold. And so for those people, if I ruffled your feathers or if I shook your tree because I talked about them Jordans you spent money on because you couldn't afford, well, then I still thank you for joining. I really, really do. But I can tell you that one day you are going to be sick of that job. One day you are going to be tired of selling your lotions and potions, and you're going to wish that you had taken upon this opportunity of pressing a button on your phone so that you can make money from anywhere around the world. And we'll still be around. So still, even if it's a month later, even if it's 5 years later, still at that point, type C person, reach back out to that person, because they'll still be here running with our family, running with our team, and we'll still be here at the beaches and the banks. And we'll be here with open arms. So that is my time. Keisha, did you have anything else?
Yes, you said everything so perfectly. Like I love every time you speak. Like if you enjoy what you've seen here so far, I want you to drop a 222. 222. That's one of my favorite numbers as well. Drop a 222. Because, man, the information that you received tonight is something that most people wouldn't share, right? Most people wouldn't share it. But we actually took the time out. Thank you. Thank you. We actually took the time out to go ahead and share with you our lovely, lovely sauce. You can't see my face. My apologies. There we go. So we took the time out to share this with you. So like she said, for those of you that are really serious about this, because this is not nothing that you can just go out there and try to learn on your own. You can try, but if you're on this call, then that means you've been having a little trouble, right? And that's why we're here. We have a whole community here that's going to be able to assist you. We have the whole academy that we invested in ourselves, because we didn't just out the blue learn this, right? We learn everything from the academy. For those of you that are on that fast-paced schedule, you have these apps that's going to send trade ideas straight to your phone. So if you're kind of confused right now, you might be like, oh man, I don't know, this training was it's a little crazy for me. I don't know if I really understood everything. Don't worry, because like Tracy said, everything that you need to know is in that academy. Everything that you need to know is within our community. Because with just you learning, think about if you had access to over 300 other people. So when you're looking at a trade, you're like, man, I wanted this trade some good. Imagine asking inside our groups and then like, oh yeah, Mickey, that's a good trade. Or nah, girl, don't take that trade. But you have so much mentorship here that you're going to succeed. You will. So before I end this call, I want to thank everyone once again for getting on here, and for those that actually stayed, because the serious ones stayed. So I definitely appreciate that. So what I want to show you, not only because I'm in it, right? But just it's just a little bit of our community. This is not even a whole community. So move this stuff out the way so I can see. And this is our lovely, we call ourselves the Generation 12 community. So I want to show you this. It's a little bit of what we have to offer.
Peace and love, everyone. My name is Isis Love. Welcome to the future of money. Come on in.
You want to know what everyone is so excited about? Forex, the largest financial market. And now we're bringing Wall Street to your street too.
And check out our version of Netflix and chill. Let me ask you a question. The last time you watched TV, did you make money? If not, well, check out one of our 180 educators and you can make money live in real time.
We know you have more questions, and that's completely okay. Everything you need to know is right here in our academy. Come take a closer look. You can learn everything about Forex in these quick videos that only range between 2 to 10 minutes.
No time to hop on live? Don't worry, because you know what? You can get trade ideas sent straight to your phone. So if you were like me and used to copy in school, this right here is your money maker. Trade ideas sent straight to your phone at all times of day. So no excuses. Get the go live, get the copy and paste trades. That's all you need. So it's time for you to jump on.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys are interested, get back with the person that invited you. The door is always going to be open to invite you into our community as long as your mind is open.
Yo, did y'all see that? Wasn't it amazing? And I didn't just show you that because that was me on there, and that was Tracy on there too, right? But just to show you that it's a whole community here for you all. So don't slip on this opportunity. Whoever invited to this call, make sure you get back with them. They're going to follow up with you. Exactly, TJ, dopeness. So they're going to get back with you. We're all adults. Just, hit them up and let them know, because they have the answers to all the questions that you're going to have. So just get back on the line with them. You do get a free 15-minute consultation call. That's going to be with the person inviting to this call. So make sure you take advantage of that, because I'm telling you, you're not going to get this stuff anywhere else. Trust me, I've been all around, and this is the only community where I've been able to prosper and succeed, and also teach my niece and nephews this. So powerful, so powerful. So Tracy, do you have anything else before we close it out?
Yeah, I definitely just wanted to thank you, Maikisha. Thank you so much for inviting me to come on this platform with you. And again, I appreciate everyone joining this call. Your greatest asset in life is time, guys, which is why I opened up with telling you my story. Time is the one thing in life that you're not going to get back. So I appreciate you guys investing in yourselves and investing your time to get on this call today. And yeah, Maikisha, thank you again.
No problem. Y'all make sure you get back with whoever invites you to this call. If you're watching a replay, get back to whoever invited you to that replay and go ahead and get started. So I wish everyone a blessed, prosperous, healthy, and just wealthy rest of the week. And we'll see you all on the next training.